Owen Garcia, 12th grade, linebacker. My name's Owen Garcia, I play linebacker, and I'm known for being the loudest on the team.
Owen, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
It means a lot to be an Eagle, like work day in, day out, play hard, hit people hard,
How much do you like that aspect of the culture of hitting?
Hit? Oh, I love it. I love hitting people. Getting all the scratches on your helmet. Oh, I love it.
Where did you come from last year? You were a good player your sophomore year, but you just blossomed last year. What happened between your sophomore and junior year that you became this great player?
Well, I had a shoulder injury. I had to get that healed a little bit. And the weight room, I hit the weight room really hard off season, And I got bigger, and my mentality changed,
To what?
I don't even know.
Like, what did it change from, and what is it now?
Well, I've always had that mentality to hit people, but the varsity level, I guess, just changed it even more to just kill people.
What's that like when you stick somebody and you just...
It's the best feeling ever. Like that one of Carson, that's my favorite hit. I love that. I wish that was me. I do.
You want all the refs to rain flags on you?
Yeah, sometimes. It's worth the penalty sometimes for that highlight.
Say somebody came up to you and said, you guys get up crazy times and lift and dirty dozens and everything. What's that like? How would you describe that to me to make me understand it? Is it nuts? Is it crazy? Do you gotta be crazy to do it? What?
Yeah, you gotta be a little crazy to do it. Waking up early and just getting there and lifting, like sweat your ass off, work your ass off. In there with Shiketti, makes you lift hard.
How much has all those things that you've gone through changed you as a person?
It made me a way better person, Working hard, it'll impact me the rest of my life. My job, if I have one, when I'm older, working, it'll just push me to be a better person.
You had an older brother in the program. What did he teach you that maybe helped you that you might have a leg up on somebody that doesn't have an older sibling?
He taught me to work hard from a young age, like lifting. In COVID, I used to do lifts with him when we were at home. And he introduced me to like Shiketti and all of them, like at home at the Zoom meetings and stuff. And he just taught me to work hard a lot. He pushed me to be better.
What is it about this program that separates it from other teams in the area and in the state?
We used to work harder than everyone else. In the weight room, on the field, film and stuff, like everything. We just do it better.
You play with some really dynamic players, offense, defense, special teams, everything. You ever sometimes, if you're on the sideline, you're sitting back and watching, you're just like a fan and enjoying it?
Yeah. No, I told myself sophomore year I get to watch everything. I loved watching everyone play, like Mitchell and all of them. That was my favorite. And then I was junior and senior year, I gotta go out there and have younger people see that as me. They look up to me and see that I'm putting on a show for them.
How's that feel? Now you were the watcher. Now you're the one setting the example.
Yeah, I love it. It's better. I like it better, but. I just put myself in their shoes, to see someone, to look up to someone, and see how they're playing, hustling, hitting people hard and killing people, to get that mentality,
What are your expectations for the team this year?
Win a state championship, That's the main goal every year, to win one, and then we're really close. I think we're going to get over that hump soon, maybe this year even.
What's it going to take?
Take a lot, hard work, everything, killing people, scoring touchdowns, I guess.
You've actually scored one of those on defense. How'd that feel?
Oh, it was great. I struck someone at the end, and it was all rainy. There's I just want to score in front of the student section and just flex and stuff. That's my dream. You get a pick six, you run down the sideline, everyone's screaming, and then you just flex in front of the student section. I wish there was a big crowd. It was all rainy that game. I was pissed, and I wish that would have been fun.
Was it even sweeter that it was against Lake?
Yeah, way better. Now I'm on the highlights in the TV now. I get to see myself that play every time.
You mentioned the state championship. It's everyone talks about that, but how realistic do you think it is?
It's very realistic. Last year we made the Final Four against Hoban, and Maslin beat them, but we were winning Hoban the whole game, and we just made a couple mistakes, and we should have been in that game. And then Massillon, they're a great team, but I mean, Hoban and them, they were really close. Like, we're right there with the top teams. Like, we're one of the best teams in the state. I know one of these years, this year probably, maybe, we can get over that hump and beat them.
You had that bad taste in your mouth from that Hoban game all year, and here you are coming into your senior year. What is it you learned from that you're gonna take as a positive?
Yeah, that game pissed me off a bit. Like, I went to the gym like every day. I was so motivated like that. It just stuck in my head like every time. And like I just remember all those people, like they're just they out physicaled me. They're like those linemen and stuff. So that was my main goal this offseason, just get jacked, like get bigger, and like just made us better. Like I mean, everyone that played last year on that team, they have a chip on their shoulder now. Like every time they see that name, like they're on our list. They're on our kill list, for sure.
What's the persona of Ogar to his teammates? What does everyone think of him?
Oh yeah, sometimes pretty quiet, you know, but on the field, I get pretty loud, you know. Well, I like watch like Luke Kuechly, like off the field he's like very quiet, and then on the field he's a monster. I feel like that's me sometimes, you know, like banging my head and shit, you know. I just want to kill someone out there.
A man of few words, but when he speaks, people listen. And nobody is more physical and throws their body around more than that young man does. He's such an outstanding player because he, number one, runs very well. He runs exceptionally well. And then he is just not afraid of contact, not afraid to strike you. And he's everything you want in a linebacker. He's starting to come out of his shell. He also has a smile that lights up a room, and a guy that will make little snarky remarks here and there that just, you know, he's got a sense of humor about him. But you got to get to know him. You got to get him to open up. And it's fun to watch him, senior Ogar, really take off and hear some of the things he says to his teammates in the huddle and little remarks he makes. But it's going to be a fun year, you know, watching him run around making lots of tackles for our great defense.
Comparison I came up with is Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil is a really good analogy for him. Owen Garcia is my neighbor, by the way, too. You know, he lives right across the street from me, and every time I drive by, I just get that smile from him, and that smile that anybody who knows him understands. And you know, sometimes I wonder what's going on in his head as he's smiling at you like that. Is it good or is it bad? But, you know, he is a great kid. He's a great kid from a great family. His brother Avon played for us as well and is playing college football. His mom and dad are our neighbors. He's such a tremendous kid, and I'm excited. You know, he plays the game of football defensively the way it's intended to be played, which is violently.
Always quiet, but when he does talk, it's usually something that's really funny. Then he's also one of like the toughest dudes I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
He doesn't sit out, and if a coach tells him, like if the coach asks if he's okay, he just won't say anything.
I come back to being too quiet?
Yeah.
That's a funny kid. He's a little strange, but I just love him. You know, he's funny. He's a dog on the field. Like you see him running around, just hitting everybody. Yeah, he's a great athlete, great kid.
Ogar's quiet, but he hits hard. He's a hammer, hard hitter.
Have you met anyone that's more night and day on the field than off the field than him?
No way. It's like on the field he's flying around, he wants to kill you, but off the field he's a quiet guy, just doesn't talk at all really.
Ogar, he's like a quiet, funny guy. You don't hear him say much, but when he says something, you just laugh. And he's like one of the most head-hunting, like I like to eat stones. Like he's just a hard-headed guy, and you don't really hear him say much. I remember being in games last year. I'm like, Owen, you have to talk. I can't hear you for checks or whatever. And once he started to do that, you know, he's just a hard-working, stone-eating maniac. Like that will hit you in the mouth.
Did you think he was going to be so like Tasmanian Devil on the field last year?
I did. He's been like that since he's been like his whole life. Really, I've like come from football camps, and middle school and even youth. Like the guy just like came down and just like hit you. And you're like, whoa! And, like you weren't expecting it. You know, it's like one of those looks can be deceiving things. So.
Ogar. Ghost. I mean, he's man. Like he doesn't talk that often, obviously, but like he doesn't need to. You know, like he shows his play just how he talks with how he plays. You know, he doesn't need to talk, and just he's always moving, always on the field. You'll never catch him not headed to the ball or making some sort of play. Like he's just a beast athletically.
Yeah, he's super quiet, but like no one like Ogar like shows his other side. Like he's the other side. Everyone knows this. That Ogar has like the other side of him. He's like super funny. He's loud and honestly one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
You ever met somebody that morphs from one side to the other so much as him?
No, I honestly haven't. Like there's no one like Ogar, to be honest. Like I've never met anyone like him, and that's super cool.
Ogar, he's also a funny dude. He's more of a nonchalant, and yeah, the stuff he does is just funny because he doesn't even try to be funny, but he just is. I say you could compare him to like Kawhi Leonard or something in the NBA.
Definitely one of my best friends on the team. Kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. Kind of just like, I like his personality, like who he is. Like he doesn't try to be like everybody else. Kind of just is in his own little world, and I think like, I kind of like want to be the same way as him, and I think it's like cool. And I like when he makes big plays. I think it's funny, and like we have a bunch of inside jokes, like me, Jake, like our whole friend group, like everybody, and I think it's just cool playing with my best friends at the end of the day.
If they made a movie about Owen Garcia in Hollywood, who would star as Owen?
Probably DeJuan Jones or someone like that. Some big dude, you know. So,
DeJuan Jones for the Browns?
yeah.
Doesn't he got you by about 200 pounds?
It's pretty close, I know. A little bit.
If you were a pizza, what toppings would be on you that best describe you?
Well, my favorite pizza is pepperoni, but I like pineapple a little bit. A little sweet, you know. It's me. Sometimes.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
I like the Flash. I just watched the series. Like, I just want to run around, like, beat people, and like I don't even know. I just want to be fast, like super fast.
You are fast, right?
I'm pretty fast, but like not that fast, you know.
Recently, the Powerball, the jackpot was over $1 billion. If you had that winning ticket, what would you do with it?
I buy a lot of properties, you know. Like I buy houses. I buy houses for everyone I know. Well, not everyone, but like my family and stuff. And then the other ones, I'd like rent them, and you make a ton of money off that. And buy some companies, you know, like stocks, like have them shoot up, just make more money, I guess. Just do that. Maybe I'll donate a couple. And a jet ski. I want a jet ski.
You want a jet ski too?
Yeah. And a boat. I like a boat.
Okay. Boat and a jet ski. You can do any traveling or anything? Or?
Someplace I'll travel to, like, I guess Hawaii. Something like that. I like the beach. I like the water. I like being in the water.
In 10 years from now, what do you want people to remember about Owen Garcia?
Headhunter. Like, all scratches. Just someone who goes out there and kills people, you know? Leaves their helmet off the field. Knock their helmet off. That's what it is.